Hi, we're not going to be talking about the area of a triangle. Some people always forget how it's base times height times 1/2 and all that stuff. But you know how the area of a rectangle is length times width? Well, it's also, area of a rectangle is also base times height. But the area of a triangle is base times height times 1/2. So really, kind of, if you think of it as a right triangle, but it doesn't matter if it's a right triangle or not. But if you think of it as a right triangle, it can be half of a rectangle or a square. Also, like many people would think, the area of this triangle would be like this triangle. The area would be 20, when actually it's not. It'd be 10 because here's a little thing you can look at it. You have a rectangle. This is half of your rectangle. So this triangle cannot be the same area as the rectangle is. So you have to cut it in half. So this would be your area. So you got that? And then also after that, you're going to be talking about parallelograms and that stuff. So parallelograms, you know how I've been talking about them, are rectangles a parallelogram, squares parallelogram, basically anything with 4 sides and at least 2 of the sides have to be parallel to the opposite side. One side has to be parallel to the other side. That's all it takes to be a parallelogram. But they usually show parallelograms like this. And that usually throws people off. You could cut it into 2 triangles and a rectangle, or you can just look at it as one full rectangle by cutting off one of the triangles and putting it to the end. Because remember, a rectangle can be a parallelogram. It's just a little different from what people can be used to. So, we've discussed that. Do you remember the area of a triangle? Do you remember? What is it? If you said area equals base times height, you were wrong. It was area equals base times height times 1/2. Because remember, a triangle cannot be the same area as of a rectangle. Because remember this, the 4 times 5. Wait, let me zoom a little bit out. 4 times 5. And how it's half of a rectangle. How half of a rectangle is a triangle. So really, the area of a triangle is really just cutting a rectangle in half, no matter what kind of triangle it is. And then a parallelogram is just taking it from sideways and putting it back into its rectangular form. Unless it becomes a square, then that would be a rhombus, so no. So, the other thing I've been meaning to talk to you about is trapezoids. In 6th grade, they usually turn it into a compound shape, meaning taking that trapezoid and turning it into at least 2 shapes. They usually have it like that of a trapezoid. You could follow that way, but in 7th grade they do it differently. They have the area equals base 1 plus base 2 over 2 times height. Maybe you want to write that. Wait, that's the right one? Yep. I know it looks backwards for you. I know it does. But what the base would be is this part would be base 1. This would be base 2. And this would be from the bottom to the top, not this thing would not be the height. It'd be, remember triangles? You have to find the right angle of them. Or see how if I do that, I do that dotted line. Because remember, this is really kind of like a latitude line. It's imaginary. It's just used to figure out the height. So this would be the height. And remember, with things like triangles, if you don't see a right angle, right angle, right angle, right angle. If you don't see a right angle, you have to draw an imaginary line somewhere to find it out. The biggest mistake 6th graders usually do is getting confused with the area of a triangle and putting it with the area of a rectangle. So really learning the area of a triangle is just cutting a rectangle in half. A parallelogram was, a rectangle that got hit by a bus, and then a trapezoid. You could do it the 7th grade way and not do it into a compound shape, or you could use the 6th grade method and turn it into a compound shape. Bye.